tenant of premises. This is to serve as your final notice for the purposes of terminating your ownership of Croft Manor. You are required to immediately vacate and surrender possession of said manor to Atlas de Mornay, executor of estates.
Lara, it is unfortunate that you have forced my hand in this matter, but so be it. As you know, your parents appointed me executor of the estate in the event of their absence. Since your mother disappeared, her death was never technically declared. And given the circumstances surrounding your father's death, it's no surprise that he never drafted a formal last will and testament to account for this circumstance. Unfortunately, you have no legal claims to the estate. I'm willing to negotiate a modest monthly stipend from your trust, but only if you leave the manor by week's end. Don't fight me on this, Lara. Your mother wouldn't want that. Sincerely, Atlas.
There has to be a will or some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor somewhere. Needs a combination. It's got to be in Dad's papers somewhere. Dad's safe. Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria. He was closer than he knew to finding the Prophet's tomb. Dad's book about immortality myths might be useful in my research.
I finally introduced Richard to the family. It went precisely how I imagined.
It must have been hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm glad she did. One of Dad's Yoruba masks. A gift from a friend he met on an expedition in Nigeria. A picture with Dad and Anna. Never liked wearing dresses, but the color was nice. This is probably my grandfather, Benjamin. Dad would have liked me to go to Oxford, but I insisted on UCL. Yep, looks real. Roth once offered to forge me a fake diploma to show Dad. My birthday crown. I was so proud of that thing. That's my handwriting. My penmanship.
Well, this is a hell of a thing. I met someone tonight quite unexpectedly. But it's...
My parents made a good team, challenging each other from the start. The door to the library. Locked. There's got to be another way through. This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages. Wait, I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor. Dad's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always loved looking at these. Dad became interested in immortality. Too dark. Going to need a flashlight.
Hi, Dad. I've been...
The grand hall. Always loved playing in here as a kid. This will be one of the first things to fix. A phoenix figurine. I bet. This belongs to Anna. Most of her belongings are in the guest house. What was she doing in here? Someone has a sense of humor.
Lara, you know the West Wing is off limits.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see...
We've been through this.
Was Mum's room in here?
Just
Need a key to open this. Dad was always so protective of the West Wing.
Lara.
Well, hello there, Sir Lancelot. Don't worry, I won't be borrowing your sword this time. Locked. Need a key to open this.
What are you doing sitting there on the floor, Mistress Lara?
The offer came in the post last week, and I still haven't told Richard.
Looking at the compass, thinking.
What about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places, about finding adventure.
Another one of Dad's immortality artifacts. Got to remember to pack this for my next trip. Should be able to explore the dark now. Hey, Jonah. Sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I've just...
Amelia, the news has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement with the Earl of Farringdon. She is beside herself with...
falling apart. Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
They say a good test of a relationship is...
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open...
Still just as creepy as I remember.
I'm at a crossroads now. Good lord, that's such a cliche. But there's truth.
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him. I always chose white. Maybe...
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
Everything is almost ready.
Dad, this is it. The basement of despair.
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there. See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
My stuffed bear. One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition. Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise. Water damage from the main hall above. adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe. Need something to light this.
I've created a clever little map for...
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox.
This music is familiar. It's beautiful. It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
For God's sake.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here. Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life? Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it, though. The Croft family crest and initials. Okay, should be able to light the fireplace now. This is my handiwork. Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures. One of Winston's notes. I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Now, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material. But
This was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
See this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time. Blank, except for the image of a key. I remember this map now. It leads to the master key. We made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire. I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase. X marks the spot, as they say. The master key. This should get me into the West Wing. Alright, this should open most rooms in the manor, including the Forbidden West Wing. I think there might be more clues to find in the library.
Mistress...
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes me back. Those were good times. The best times. This picture was taken in the library. I think there might be more clues to find in the library. I think there might be more clues to find in the library. The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8? I think this hieroglyph corresponds to a number, but which one? Okay, Dad's clues mention Mum's paintings and their anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing. Worse than I thought.
With Amelia gone, the manor is a different...
Okay, Laura, keep it together. You're starting to see things.
My lord, we all hope your work was...
Mum's atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. Untouched for years, exactly as she left it.
I stood up to my family's criticism.
I don't have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing. Mum with me as a baby. I've never. Mum's paintings. Which one was Dad's favorite?
You've almost got it, darling. Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived.
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my...
Blocks of red. Dad's favorite painting. Maybe something about that painting will help me figure out the combination. I'm glad I still have so much of Mum's work. This is Dad. I suppose it's a family. My mother's perfume. Mum, on her wedding day, she looks so beautiful. There's a date, October something. Damn, the number is faded. Their anniversary was in October, but which day? Oh, I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere. I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday. October 13th, Mum's birthday. Pretty sure my parents were married in October. I think it was close to her birthday.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge.
Okay, back to the study to open that safe. Mum's wedding ring. I always wondered what happened to it. The inscription is faded.
I am bursting with pride. Amelia!
Dad may have discovered the secret to immortality without even knowing it.
Amelia would not have approved. That...
At least that old thing still works.
After everything Atlas has done, how could you tell him about the expedition?
It's just all been too much. I needed to talk to
I think this was Dad's pocket watch. Looks like it stopped precise.
He's still my brother.
I don't trust him.
You don't have to, Richard, but please, trust me.
Dad, what do you keep in there?
Nothing too important, Lara. Estate business and such.
If it's not important, then why bother putting it in a safe?
I should know better than to try and pull one over on you. There is something important in here. And it's for you, should you need it someday.
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad. No, that's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues. Okay, found all the clues. Let's see if I can figure this out. It makes me happy to know that Dad kept this safe. No, that's not what I'm looking for.
I am numb. It is taking all my willpower to hold back the overwhelming grief. Amelia's plan.
Dad, what did you do? Dad's sequel to his first book on immortality. He never got a chance to publish it. Handwritten. This is the only copy. Damn, this isn't it either. I was certain there had to be a will in here. Wait, what's that? A blank page. Dad must have left this for me. It has to be important. The Croft family craft.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But don't grow up too fast.
Hidden message. What are these strange marks? They have to be some kind of clue. Locked in. Did Dad build all of this just to keep his research safe? The missing page from the renovation plans. Might be able to use this tag. There's an inscription. This is the Croft universe. Our knowledge is to the east, our respite to the west. Our future is to the... our past to the north. Could there be something else beneath the manor?
Richard, I tried to see you in...
Dad's collected knowledge. There must be so many.
It's over.
You brought her home. She's here, somewhere. This was part of...
Hi, Dad. So...
This bust of Anubis was from... Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
Lara, since you're...
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7. Lord Croft is resolved to seal the...
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see that!
You should also know by now, I'm not to be trifled with on this board, young lady. Mate.
Oh, I am going to win. Someday.
My love. Mum faced death alone. She was so brave. Amazing. Even in here, Dad went out of his way to hide his findings. Did this open the secret door from the inside? Hope I'm not trapped in here. Dad's Tibetan scroll. Dad loved a good bottle of wine.
My lord, I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health.
Poor Winston. I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me. This was for a show in London of Mum's work. What I wouldn't give to see this today. It says here, Amelia Croft plans to show her...
Lara arrived tonight, though not without...
For God's sake, memorize.
I believe it.
I'm sorry, my dear, but I know him. He'll take it to the papers. The investors will pull out.
Then go. Without me. Tonight. I will take care of Atlas. And then meet you in Tibet next week.
I was so young, but I still remember that terrible argument. It wasn't always an easy road for my parents. This is strangely beautiful.